Sure. Okay. For those who
Speaker
are
Speaker Shapiro Taylor is here.
Oh, delightful. Is everyone else here as well? Can we begin? Because I think for our President Taylor, we have a birthday going on at this moment. So would everyone please join me in unmuting yourselves and singing happy birthday to our president right now. I assume everyone's off. Ready?
Hey,
3.
come on, Sopranos. Come on, Sopranos.
Everyone ready? I'm gonna start singing. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Taylor. Happy birthday to you. Yay.
Best president in the world.
No.
Remix.
I think he's.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Remix. Let's go.
You don't know nothing about that, Chris.
Go, Taylor, look at your hair. It's all fried, dyed, laid to the side.
I think we all should just drop a mixtape because you all have such lovely voices. Thank you.
I know it probably was all at once at different times. Everyone's out of sync, but happy birthday. So we will hope that wasn't embarrassing. We'll move on.
You know, your package here. I didn't want to knock on the door.
What's that? Oh, okay. Never mind. He's not talking to me. He's talking to someone else. So let me share my screen again. Okay. So next thing is the Senate Secretary nomination event. And so how this is going to go is we've got 4 people, 4 lovely senators who I would love to have each of them as a secretary. If I could assign each one as 1/4 a secretary, I would, but I can't do that. So we're going to have them start. So they're going to give each one roughly 1 minute, a little spiel about themselves. Hopefully, if they need to go a little over, they can. If they go a little under, that's great too. But we will begin with Jesse Mutombo, if he's ready. We'll give him the spotlight.
Hello, everyone. For those of you who have not met, my name is Jesse Mutombo. I am from Lubumbashi, which is a large mining city in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and I am running for the position of secretary. I ran for WSA for 2 reasons. The first one was to represent the UF College of Business. Like all aspiring business students here at WMU, we are incredibly proud to be a part of one of the finest business schools in the state. With this focus, I would like to say this. As representatives of student government, we're all in the business of service and outreach. In my first term, I co-authored and successfully passed the Sunshine 2020 University Bill that met both these goals for WSA and our students. My background as an international student also means that I can bring diversity to the secretary position. I come from a different country. I've had the privilege and opportunity to make friends and colleagues on 4 different continents. Because of this, I bring a different approach to our goal of serving our students and our beloved university. The second reason was a higher calling. I'm not here to pad my resume with another position or something similar.
Your 1 minute hasn't finished, not to interrupt, but a few more seconds.
My goal is to serve. Yes, we focus on leadership. However, I feel that the love of service, and most importantly, caring about the ones we serve, is the highest form of leadership. It will be a tremendous honor to serve our university as secretary, like I have as a senator. I ask for your vote of confidence in allowing me to serve one of you by bringing love, diversity, and professionalism to this position. Thank you.
Thank you. We will move on to our next. That was great, by the way. We will move on to Senator Alicia Ewing.
Hey everybody, so my name is Alicia Young if you don't know me already, and I'm one of the senators for the Honors College. This is really similar to Senator Mutombo, but my biggest motivation for running for the secretary position is to serve you. If you believe that I am the best candidate, I would love to serve you as secretary, but I know that the other candidates here are also fully capable of fulfilling this position and doing a great job with it as well. So I'm only here to make myself available to you. If you elect me, know that I'm the type of person to fully commit myself to anything and everything I'm involved in, and I will do my very best to fulfill the role of secretary, but only if you want me to. With all the changes within the Senate this semester, I would love to help bring a sense of normalcy, but ultimately I just want what's best for the Senate, and I hope that you vote for whoever you believe is best fit for the job.
Awesome. Thank you. Next is Leslie Gonzalez. That was also very good.
All right. Hi, everyone. I hope you guys are all doing well and are in good health. My name is Leslie Gonzalez. I currently serve as the senator for the College of Engineering and Applied Sciences. I'm a junior this year and my major is civil engineering. If I sound a little out of breath, I promise it's not because I'm morbidly obese. It's because I'm recovering from COVID. A little overweight, but not morbidly obese. But anyway, I want to start off my speech by quoting one of a great teacher, Master Yoda. So he says, "Size matters not. Look at me, judge me by my size, do you? And well, you should not, for my ally is the force, and a powerful ally it is." Essentially, what this quote speaks to me is, even though I may have a little bit of lack of experience and I am a little bit more shy and reserved than other senators, but I also don't want you guys to take that shy and reservedness as a synonym for silence, because ultimately I am here to serve you. And oh, sorry, I'm gonna mute the gonna put the chat away. But so ultimately I am here for you guys. I stand up for what I truly believe and what to speak, whether that's privately or publicly.
1 minute has passed, by the way.
Okay.
You can take
and
it.
Yep. And so with that being said, I also want to incorporate skills that I do have and possess, such as time organization, detail orientation, as well as empathy. And again, communication in a foundation should be built on communication, and I want to be able to serve that to you guys and be here for you guys. I also want to remind you guys that you guys do have the power to vote for who you think is best fit for this position, whether that be me or my co-senators or anyone. Again, you guys do have that power. And with that being said, I just want to say thank you.
Thank you, Senator Gonzalez. Well said. Our final candidate here is Senator Elijah Lewis. So he now has the stage.
All right, perfect. Hello, my name is Elijah Lewis. I am currently a senator for the College of Education and Human Development. I've been with WSA for a couple of years now. I think I would be best fit for the position due to my hard work, dedication, and voice. I've enjoyed my time at WSA. I fight hard for what I believe in. I believe in conversation, regardless of, and hearing people out regardless of people's opinions. I welcome difference in opinions because that's why we are who we are, right? I welcome that. So with that being said, I don't have much to say. I look forward to serving you all if I get the pleasure to. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Lewis. With that said, all the candidates will now be moved into a waiting room and we will begin discussion over them for those who would like to discuss.
All right, point of order. Shouldn't we do a Q&A?
You are so right, Chris. I am off my rocker today. Let's ask them questions. Does anyone have a question for any of the candidates as they stand? You may ask a question, Senator Gonzalez.
So this question is going to be addressed to Senator Mutombo. I was just curious, what 4 continents are all those besties from?
Thank you very much, Senator Gonzalez, for your question. The continents are Africa, Middle East, Europe, and America, if you can count America. So yeah.
All right, and I also have a follow-up question. I guess from those relationships that you've formed, what have you learned, and like how can you implement that into WSA?
It pretty much has helped me being I won't say good, but like to pretty much improve my networking and recruiting skills, in a sense where I'm able to people. I don't know how to say. It's just like magic, you know. I'm just able to connect with people and push them to do better, motivate people. That's what I've noticed also, and kind of better their lives, if I can say. Yeah, that's about it.
All right. Next, Chief Justice Putnam Murray.
Hi, everyone. Great speeches, everyone. So motivated. But I have a question for all the candidates. What is something that you think you would bring different to this position? And what makes you stand out from the rest of the candidates? Many of you have already said this, but a few of you may have not.
I can go first. I was talking to Speaker Shapiro the other day, and what I brought up to him was that I felt like us as senators were not really connected to each other, especially since like COVID has forced us to go online. And it'd be a lot different if we were all in the same room. But we were talking about how we could, like, whoever becomes the next secretary could look into like doing kind of events for the senators to build our relationships with each other, because I feel like that's been a little overlooked. So if I became secretary, I would definitely look into that. Was there another part of your question? Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
I'll go after. I would definitely bring my leadership and a game changer. I believe to respect the game, know the game, learn the game. But once you have mastered that, start building your legacy always. So I would definitely bring my voice and leadership within this position for what it's worth, definitely. And definitely be remembered better that way, and definitely be an ear and an open access. I feel like that's very important, especially when we have such a very diverse group, such as WSA. Being open and willing, I think, is very,
very important. I can go next. So I think one strong trait that I can bring is determination. Determination is the only thing that really can push and motivate you. I kind of what Senator Ewing was saying. I see a lack of connection, whether that's with senators when we are all together, or just House and Senate. So bringing in determination kind of stems from being able to incorporate our senators, incorporate new events, incorporate talking, reaching out individually, or having one-on-one time. So with determination comes, where can I improve a event or a topic? So whether that's one-on-one time, whether that's connections, whether that's relationships with other people in at Western. So I think my determination would be the one factor that I would like to incorporate.
So my experience as an international student gives me a much different perspective on what to do, and most importantly, on what not to do. I can help solve problems and serve in a manner that is different and simple, and but effective, obviously. And also, I can also bring a smiley face, you know, help people smile more during our meetings. Thank you.
With that said, we'll move to House Secretary Colin Holzberger.
Hey guys, very good interview, or not interviews, but talking about yourself. I had a couple questions for each of you, and I think we can go in order of how you are on the agenda there. The first question is, how willing will you be to collaborate with me as the House Secretary? And what can we do to kind of unify and make things easier on our speakers? And the second question is, what specific secretarial skill can you bring to your position? I'm going to put that in the chat so you guys can see that.
And you said we're going in the order of the schedule, or
Order of the agenda. So that would be
Okay,
Senator Mutombo first.
First of all, I would like you and the next senator who's going to be the next secretary to regularly be working not to duplicate efforts and to make our work more efficient, trying to have a smooth transition. We are getting to a new position, you know, we are trying to do the right thing, if I may say. And can you tell me again what was the second question?
It is, what specific secretarial type skill can you bring to the position?
So I've had the opportunity to work in a kind of secretarial environment, if I may say, and pretty much I can bring you the professionalism that I've learned at that work, my communication skills, organizational skills. I don't know if you call it tidiness skills, but yeah, that's pretty much what I can bring to the table. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I guess I'm next. So in regards to collaborating with the House Secretary, I definitely think that that's something that should be done. It needs to be addressed because as part of the Senate, I feel pretty disconnected from the House as well. I don't really know what they're doing on like a week-to-week basis. So if we could like have meetings and like figure out how to bridge that gap, that would be awesome. I think that'd be really good for the WSA as a whole. And then the specific secretarial skill, this is kind of very basic, but like I'm a very organized person, just kind of in every aspect of my life. I just have to have like everything written down, like a plan for everything. I feel like that's a very good skill for the secretary to have.
Thank you.
All right, so with collaboration, I think we should set up like either bi-weekly or weekly meetings just so we can discuss like patterns that we see that happen in the House as well as the Senate, because ultimately we do want to be united. With that being said, we also should probably discuss any agenda or targets that we want to implement or kind of invite, because, you know, new ideas incorporate new collaborations with members. So if we bring new ideas, we can also bring new thoughts from our senators or members of the House. And what specific secretarial skills? So skills I can bring. I worked as a learning community assistant over in Eldridge Fogg. So that also had me working as front desk and collaborating with other students and just being able to be organized and kind of have plans and routines in order to execute tutoring hours, execute one-on-one time. So I can bring those skills as well as just open communication and just being there for people.
Thank you.
All right. I'm absolutely willing to collaborate with the House Secretary. Not only that, but as anybody, it's very difficult to evolve as a person and in a position if you are shut off and unwilling to be a team player. What specific secretarial skills would I bring to the position? I don't know if anybody's seen Devil Wears Prada, but I'm that Anne Hathaway, okay? I will learn how to fly, okay? For me, the purpose of the secretary is supposed to, you have the person that you're working for and or whips back, right? They're panicking, but you already got them covered, right? So yeah, I'm that Anne Hathaway, okay? You definitely, I'm very persistent, I'm very clean as far as things are documented, things are organized, things are, you will be able to get to it just as easy as if I were there. It's that organized. And Just everything. Okay. Okay.
Thank you very much.
That was all great to hear. I love the answers everyone gave. I see no more questions unless I missed some down there. So we will move into discussion now, unless someone wants to stop me. That being said, could Vice President Effinger, could you put all of our candidates in a waiting room, please? And there they go. And once they're gone, we will begin discussing and voting both at the same time.
Point of information.
Yes, sir.
For the discussion portion, are we discussing them as a whole or discussing them individually first? How is this going?
More or less, discuss what you like. Like, just it's kind of open ended. You can discuss the group as a whole, or you can discuss like what you like or dislike about particular candidates. It's really open ended.
Thank you for the clarification.
Are they all? I believe they are all out of the room, so discussion may begin, starting a speakers list, of course. Speaker Krasic.
Yeah, so for Senator Mutombo as well as Senator Lewis, what I really liked about both of them was their positivity and what positive traits I could see them bringing. For Senator Mutombo, I thought it was really cool that he was saying like he can bring smiles to WSA, which is something I think that we really need. And as he was saying that, like I actually started smiling. So I think that his energy is very transparent and you can kind of feel his energy. And obviously Senator Lewis was kind of making everybody laugh, and his humor is something that I think could just bring light to WSA, which is once again something I think that the Senate really needs right now.
Thank you. Senator Shetty.
Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing all right. And my point is that among all the senators, they told about themselves. I felt like the Senator Eliza, personally I don't have any connections with them. Just to clarify, just listening to the speech, I came to it felt like that Senator Eliza. So I don't know. I think I mispronounced her name. She was the second candidate. Yeah, she was very specific about what problems she thinks need to be solved. Like she's mentioned that we, as a senator, we are not as connected with everyone as we are supposed to be. And as a senator, we also have a missing gap between the House of Representative and Senate. So she had very specific problems that she thinks she need to fix, and which I felt missing with other candidates. And yeah, so because of that one, I think she will be the best fit, because if she knows the problem, she also should have something in her mind to solve or fix those problems. Because if you don't know your problem, you cannot fix the problem. So yeah, I think she will be the best fit. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. Next is House Secretary Colin Holzberger.
We can let Senator Pastor go before me, please.
Sounds good. Senator Pastor.
Oh, hi guys. So I'm in the business college with Senator Mutombo, and I know one of the concerns that everybody has was how is he going to interact with the House speakers. And I just want to let you guys know, we interact with the other organizations in the business college, and he does a really good job making sure that I'm in the loop on what they're saying and on what we're saying. He helps schedule meetings so that the different groups are able to communicate. So he's really good at bringing people together and making sure that the lines of communication are there. So just want to make sure everybody knew that about him, just in case others, especially since we're doing it through COVID virtual, you guys can't really like interact with them. Well, I have, and I can attest to that.
Thank you, Senator. Back to House Secretary.
Two biggest things I noticed. Senator Lewis, I enjoyed how he could bring humor to the table, and he seemed very, very adamant on collaborating, which was very cool because that's how we get the work done, right? And teamwork makes the dream work. And then Senator Ewing, I liked how you could tell she has some personal skills on top of her organizational skills. So I could see some good happening there too. So just figured I'd share those two things.
Thank you, House Secretary. Vice President Poole.
Thank you. I just want to speak for Senator Gonzalez. I have had the pleasure to work with her as she was an LCA, as well as live with her because I live with her in the building, Eldridge Fox. I used to be an RA over there. Leslie's a very organized, dedicated person, as well as she does a great job as There we go. Can you hear me again? Cool. And interacting with all the other residents in the Eldridge Fox community, I feel like she did a wonderful job. And being the secretary for what the duty requires, I could see her excelling in this role, and also being that good, uplifting voice as well, being that she's had to interact with a lot of diverse individuals in Eldridge Fox. And I think she would help the other people in their positions easily. So with that, I yield.
Thank you, Vice President Poole. I see no more questions coming through, so I will give you all the link to where we will be voting, and then I'll tell you how the voting will commence. Oh, okay, we don't have to use that. If you've got it, shoot, put up the poll. Do that. Don't do. I mean, I did program a whole website to vote, but never mind that. It's okay. Go ahead and vote.
Sorry, I put it on the agenda. I fixed it after I got the agenda.
That's okay. No worries. No, that's no worries. Just bite my tongue a bit. Just joking. I mean, if anyone would want to vote on my website, that's fine. You put in the work there. No, I'm joking. It's a whole website. Yeah, a whole website. I kind of repurposed an old one I was working on, but yeah, it's there. I can show you. You want to see? You want to see? It's so cool. Have it open. See, right? So like all the people, like you would just like put your first initial and your last name, and then you would like pick someone, and then you'd press enter, and it had all these checks and balances. It was all cool. Like if I didn't click anyone, it'd be like, oh, you must choose a candidate, loser. And then they'd like, you choose a candidate, and then you put your name in. Like if I chose a candidate, I'm picking one at random, by the way, this, and hit enter, it would count it, right? Awesome. And then if I were to go back to here and try it again and say I'll pick someone else, it would be like, oh no, you already voted, you can't do it again. So I don't know. But okay, it looks like we've stopped voting. So we'll show everyone. Senator Leslie Gonzalez will be our next Secretary of the Senate. So they may come back in, and we will give them all give her her good news as soon as they're back in.
They're all back.
Oh, are they? Okay. So I'd like to congratulate Senator Leslie Gonzalez for winning the secretary seat. To everyone else, you all did an amazing, including Leslie, you all did an amazing job selling yourselves. I'm remiss that I can't have you all. I really am. But you all should join cabinet in the future. You should do something, but you were all great. You were all amazing. But yeah, Leslie, you may speak.
All right. So I want to thank everyone, but I also want to mention for the senators that did run, if you guys have any ideas or just want to collaborate or just hop on a Zoom call and just talk about things that are bothering you, I would 100% want to do that. And that goes to anyone. So, all right. Thank you guys.
Awesome. All righty. Moving on to the last item before we hit announcements and adjournments. And a very important one at that. And we're not leaving until this is done. The spring 2021 prom. So let me open up that bill. Come here. We talked about the spending bill back in the fall, and I will open it up to Vice President Effinger to talk about it again.
Thank you very much, Speaker Shapiro. So yes, as Speaker Shapiro just said, we did discuss this bill in fall, and it was passed. Per the COVID-19 contingency that was included, the cabinet approved the bill 15-2 on Sunday, and we are now looking to get your approval for the allocated funds to officially be delegated to the prom. Just a heads up, everything is pretty much the same. There's been no real significant changes. The COVID-19 policy is currently in the hands of the COVID-19 task force. We should be getting a vote tomorrow. on whether that's been passed or not. I did meet with Associate Vice President Wood and Dr. Ruggiero, Medical Director of the Syracuse Health Center. They had both seen it and heard about it. They said that overall it seemed decent. When I met with Mr. Terzino and Mr. Moore from the Bernhardt Center about this, their only concern was the propane heaters that the College of Aviation would be using due to a fire possibility, which we would need fire extinguishers for. They thought the COVID-19 policy was extremely safe. And then I can also give you some data that I collected from Dr. Ruggiero, just kind of giving you an update on where we are in COVID-19 cases on campus. This past Friday, we had no quarantine nor isolation messages go out. Of all the people that came to Syracuse and had symptoms of COVID-19, only 25% were actually positive. And anyone who came to Syracuse and used one of their free asymptomatic tests, only 7% of them were positive. And this excludes the routine testing like athletics and College of Aviation, which would have driven those numbers down. So if anyone would like to ask questions about anything about this bill before we go into discussion, anything I could answer for you now, I would be happy to do so.
Any questions at all? Okay, I am seeing none and hearing none. We will move into discussion. No discussion? None? Not one person wants to talk? No one else likes hearing their voice as much as I love hearing my voice? Where are you all? What's happening? In the fall, I remember a very lengthy discussion. That's fine. We don't have to go through all that again. If no one wants to discuss it, then we can move into voting for it. Ten more seconds. All right, looks like in favor for this proposal or this spending bill. All right, so that will call that a success there. And we will move on to, that is not the agenda. We will move on to the next agenda item, which is speaker office hours. So once again, I'm going to tell you all that I have office hours tonight from 7 to 8 and every Monday from 7 to 8. And the link you can, of course, find on the website, the WMUWSA.org website under, what is that called? Directory. And then for Cabinet too, Cabinet also has office hours that you can utilize at any, well, not at any point, but at the time that they are scheduled. You can't like show up. They won't be there if they're not at their scheduled time. But I sent an email out about that, was it a week or two ago? So you could reference all that, or they're all on the website as well for information. That being said, we'll move into notes from the senators. So if senators or 30-second shout outs, whatever you prefer. Anyone like to say anything? Any of my senators out there want to say anything? We have, I'll get to you for notes from the cabinet, Vice President Poole. So Secretary Gonzalez.
All right, hi guys. VP Morris and I jumped on the Zoom call earlier this week, and we came to the conclusion that we need like an open forum involving us, anyone, House, Senate, basically talking about tensions or how you guys are feeling mentally or whatever you guys are feeling. So VP Morris is going to send out a mass email with more information, but I do encourage you guys to attend just to share concerns or just to come and talk and hang out.
Thank you, Secretary Gonzalez. Any other senators want to shout anything out or say anything or talk about their week? Get a new shirt lately? I got a new shirt. It has an ice cream man on it, and I think it's a good shirt. And anyone who doesn't think so will have their voting rights suspended for next meeting. That's true. But we'll move on. Okay, assuming thank you. Okay, assuming there. Oh wait, we have Senator Elijah Lewis. All cabinet members you'll have for the next part. So Elijah Lewis, go ahead.
I just wanted to add on. It being winter and should be snowing for the rest of the week. If anyone loves candles, Kalamazoo Candles is a small business that I've been told have very great candles. And I said I've been told only because I'm buying my first couple of candles as well. To get you some candles and light it, and then get you some Welch's wine and do some homework, okay? Welch and chill. Okay, Welch and chill. Kalamazoo Candle Company, you guys should check it out.
Thank you. With that said, I don't see anyone else for any other senators. Unless I missed you, please speak up now. With that, we will move into notes from the cabinet, starting with Vice President Poole.
Thank you. All I wanted to say was a little bit regarding office hours. I can't really speak to every cabinet member, but I know a lot of cabinet members will feel this way. If for some reason, like, you guys want to talk to us, but like you have other obligations or commitments during like the office hours, feel free to message us, Slack, via email, and we will work with you. I know I will, to meet with you guys like outside of time. That's perfectly fine. I mean, I did that with Senator Lewis, and that's perfectly okay. So like, I know we're all flexible and we're here to support you any way that we can. So if those times don't work, please let us know. We're very friendly and we'd like to talk to you all. With that, I yield.
Thank you, Vice President Poole. That also extends to me as well. I will, of course, be flexible with you all. Vice President Effinger.
Never mind. I'd like to be withdrawn from the speakers list.
Alrighty. Who else did we have? I don't see anyone. Vice President Lance.
Yeah, cool. Okay. So I'm just gonna throw this out there again in case you guys have forgotten about it. Last month, we did have fewer budget submissions than traditionally. So if you want to get funding for your RSO, always reach out to the Allocations Commission. Our next deliberations date is the 19th of this month, and budgets will be due on the 12th. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Thanks.
Thank you. Vice President Poole again.
Hello, everyone. Another thing I thought of is if you guys have something that you want to do regarding sustainability or anything, feel free to talk to our lovely VP for sustainability, because those applications are open, I believe, right now. They are on the sustainability website. You can also look on the WSA website, but we have had like less turnout, I think, but there's a lot of cool stuff being like worked on. So feel free, if you have anything regarding sustainability that you want to do, or you want to get more involved with sustainability, definitely reach out to her. As well as there is a sustainability summit in the works, so definitely look out to that. The people on the sustainability grant allocations committee, we are reaching out to our respective organizations that we represent. So hopefully they will be passing all the word along regarding the sustainability application, as well as the summit that will be taking place soon. With that, I yield.
All right. Is there anyone else? Have I missed anyone? Oh, Executive Vice President Wright.
Hey everybody. Great job on getting everything on the agenda done this week. We did have a lot. And also congratulations to Secretary Gonzalez. I just wanted to remind you guys about the forms on the website to have something featured in the legacy. Those are on the website. Charles did create a whole page dedicated to the legacy. So if you have changed your mind on that and can't find the email, it's located on the website. I'll also just remind everybody that Mental Health Week is coming up in a little less than 2 weeks. So if you guys would be so kind, when our fantastic VP for PR starts distributing that promotion, if you guys could like reshare it, retweet it, that would be really appreciated so we can make sure we're hitting all areas of campus. Thank you. There will be more dogs. Actually, twice this time. 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday. We got y'all.
Thank you, Vice President Morris.
Fantastic. Yes, again, congratulations to the new secretary. But I wanted to tell you guys about the Office of Student Engagement's internship program that they have planning homecoming and Bronco Bash. If that is anything of interest, I think all of you would be phenomenal fits. Those applications are open now. If you have any questions, VP Wright, VP Winnock, and myself were all on the team this past year, and I can't speak for them, but I had a blast doing it. So I think you all would be great fits. So feel free to ask us with any questions you might have.
Thank you. And not seeing any more, unless I missed some, in which case please speak up. I will call for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Awesome. Then we are adjourned at 5:36 p.m. You all have a great
Point of order.
Yeah.
There needs to be a vote, either via consent or a verbal vote.
Consent.
Consent?
Thank you. Thank you. All right. We're out at 5:36.